Hello friends, this is Holmes, a first-time farmer over 50. Welcome to the homestead. So this is an area that I have already cleared out. Got all the scrubby stuff done. You can see the piles of brush right there. We did have a maple tree that was lying right through here that was cut out, and that's why you see these piles of logs. But now we're entering into the phase which is my least favorite when clearing silvopasture, and that is taking out the many smaller trees that need to come out, because while we have these great big trees, enough sunlight gets through to where we have these smaller trees growing up, and then they block a ton of sunlight, so we need to get rid of them. So I want to get a video of what this area looks like. There's 10 of them in this area that need to come out. It's a very small area, but there are 10 trees, and these are going to be a lot of work. I figure it's going to take me at least 2 days to get through these 10. You can see that large red oak right there, and then to the immediate right there is a small maple tree that will come out, and then you can see let's just kind of walk over there. Now I want to make sure you see this, what this all looks like through here before we cut all these down. And we'll go around and take a look at each one. Alright, so that's the first one. Now I don't know if it's actually going to be the first one I cut. I have to figure out what order they need to come down in. That's one. This is two right here. Now this one gets a little bit dicey because it is caught up in the branches, the upper branches of this large hickory tree which has fallen over. So I just hope when I cut it that it actually falls and it doesn't just stand there and then require lots of extra effort to cut down. So we'll just see. And though I don't like the way it leans either. You can see it leans toward the right, and then you get to that area and it starts to bow to the left, and I assume it's because the tree is pushing on it. So how this is going to work, I don't know, but not looking forward to cutting that one. That should make life interesting. And then we have this tree right here, another maple. He seems to be unencumbered by the hickory, so I'm hoping he'll be fairly easy to drop. And then we have this cherry right here. If you can see, there's a gap in the midst of it. It bent and popped open from when the hickory landed on it. So it promises to be quite the mess as well. And then we have this maple over here, and he has a nice bow to him. You can see right there how the hickory is pushing down on it. So I'm hoping that when it is cut, when I cut it, that it's just going to go ahead and fall in this direction. That's what I hope, but one never knows. And then the fact that it's being pushed when I cut down here, is it going to snap back toward the base of the hickory, you know? There's all kinds of physics going on, which I'm not real fond. I was not great at physics. There you go. All right, and then this one right here, this one needs to go. Well, we were looking right into the sun there. Let's step over here a little bit. Get into the shade of the hickory. There we go. You can see this a little bit better. See that one? That's nice and straight, unencumbered. So that'll be hopefully relatively simple to go. This one right here, I think that's an oak. And he bends up toward the top. And then this right here is another maple. He just has lots of, he forks up there and has lots of branches, so if he falls the right way, it shouldn't be too bad. And then we have these two maples right here. This one, which is possibly caught up, and see all those leaves? That's a branch. I'm not sure if that's coming from the hickory or the oak that the hickory landed in, but you can still see the leaves all on there, so that could create issues. But I'm hoping that I can fell that directly away from me. So we'll see how that goes. And then this one here, this one is not too bad. Nothing directly in contact with it. So it's just a matter of dropping it in the right location so that it doesn't catch up on another tree in the area. So those are the trees that I'm taking down. This tree over here will remain. This is a white oak right there. He is nice and straight. He's the tallest of the smaller trees in this area. He's a good looking tree, so he gets to stay. And then there's this standing stump here, that tree right there that's leaning against that maple over there. That's the top of it. I'll cut this part down, and the part that's leaning there, he's going to stay for a while because I just don't feel like messing with that. That one over there, that will come down eventually also, but he is not part of this group, so we'll get him later. So that's what we're looking at. So a couple of days of work here, I would guess. Again, not my favorite part of the process of building silvopasture, but certainly a necessary part. And the thing that I dislike most about it, other than the slowness of it, it just takes a long time. Cut stuff down, get it untangled, yeah, whatever. And then getting it all cut up, cleaned up. And then you really can't see a whole lot of difference. That's the other thing that I dislike about it. But that's why I wanted to make sure I had this very clear video of exactly what's going on, so that when I take the next video, hopefully we'll see a big difference. So make sure you check back tomorrow to see what we accomplished today. Certainly appreciate you watching. Please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. But if not, we're going to see you in the pasture.